Hello, and for those of you who are looking for something to replace that old standby of mashed potatoes, well, this recipe is for you. This is a cheesy, creamy cauliflower puree. And because it's cauliflower, there's not a lot of carbs, so perfect for those looking for to limit their carb intake. And this is a fast recipe, so perfect for those on a busy day. So we start off with a head of cauliflower, trim it up, get rid of the leaves, and take out the core and clean up the core. Leave the core because I think that's probably the best part. So we're going to make this cauliflower very tender, and the way we do that is we use a pressure cooker. Now you can put this in the microwave or boil it, but it just won't be very tender. So you put the cauliflower in the pressure cooker with a little bit of water to get the steaming and the pressure going. Put in the core and also maybe 2 or 3 cloves of garlic for extra flavor. And all it takes is about 5 minutes in the pressure cooker. I told you this was quick. So once you put on the lid and once it reaches pressure, and you'll know when the little knob comes up, once it reaches pressure, it takes about 5 minutes, and there you go. So 5 minutes have elapsed, and I'm going to try to take off the lid here without burning myself. And you see all that steam coming up, and you see the cauliflower is nice and tender and cooked. Now, if I stick a knife through this here, you can see there's absolutely no resistance. It's tender. It goes right through like a hot knife through butter. Now you see a little bit of water in the bottom of the pot. That's okay. Drain it out. We want this to be dry. We don't want this wet. And now we're going to mash this up. We're going to use, we're not even going to use a masher. We're just going to use a whisk. And because it's so tender, once you stir that around with the whisk, it breaks up and it's almost a puree at this point. Now, the ingredients we have is a cauliflower, a couple of cloves of garlic. Now we want to introduce some additional flavor with butter and cream. So I'm going to put in a little bit of butter, and when I say a little bit, I actually mean a lot. This is about 1/3 of a cup of butter, about 6 tablespoons of butter here. And I'm whisking this in the butter over heat so that it melts, and it also gets a chance to melt, to dry out the cauliflower a little bit, just to make it less wet. And now it's all buttery and good. Now we're going to incorporate some cream. I'm going to use heavy cream because that's the best kind. I'll put in about a cup of heavy cream and I'll whisk it in. It may get a little wet, but that's okay. Again, this is on heat, so it takes about 2 minutes or so, and it'll dry out and it'll be nice and creamy. Now at this point, once all the cream is incorporated, we add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. So a little bit of salt to season and a little bit of white pepper, and that's it. That's pretty much ready to serve at this point. So you can use this and replace your use this and replace your mashed potatoes, or if you want to make this a little more fancier, we can bake it. I'm putting this into a cast iron skillet here. And I'm topping this up with a little bit of cheese, and when I say a little, I mean a lot. This is about 3/4 of a cup of shredded medium cheddar cheese, and we pile this on, make an even layer here, and of course we're going to bake this and put it under the broiler so it gets all nice and gooey and melty. So this takes about 5 minutes. I put it in my broiler for 10 minutes because I do like it brown and crunchy and crispy, also gooey, and there it is. So what I haven't shown in this video is you can actually add a little bit of sour cream here. It adds another layer of flavor, another layer of tanginess for you. And you can top it off, which I'm doing here, with a little bit of green onions for a little bit of color and some flavor. And there it is. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. Give it a try, or show your friends this video just to scare them about how much fat we can incorporate into a recipe. Again, if you like this, please leave a comment. And if you're looking for more recipes, please visit KetoInfo.com/recipes. And until we see each other again, goodbye.